Good morning. I have woken up today with really bad skin and I don't know why. I don't normally get breakouts. I had a huge spot on my chin which I couldn't resist but picking. I've got one here, I've got ones here, here, here. Could it be the burger? Like, I just have a little bit of a sensitive tummy. Last night I was saying to you how I stopped having so many of those kind of processed meats, because for me personally, this won't be the case for everyone, but for me personally, it always ends up hurting my stomach a little bit. I've really like healed my tummy. This is a nice way to start the vlog, isn't it? Really TMI. But I years ago had IBS and I really healed my tummy from just listening to it and giving it time and just having more balanced relationship with food. But yeah, I still have that issue with too much vegan alternatives, and that wasn't even too much, it was a burger, but it depends, I suppose, on the kind. So maybe that one is just a bit much for me. Does anyone else have this issue? I really just don't have a great deal of vegan meat anymore. Like I said, I might have like the this isn't chicken with Alex on a pizza, but like that's a really like small portion, so it's fine. But if I do have like a burger or a bigger portion, I do end up really feeling it in my stomach, and sometimes I think it ends up making me break out. Obviously something with my digestive system that just doesn't like it, because I think my skin is quite connected to that. Because I also often get spots on my chest, you can see them, from when something's going on in my digestive system. So I feel a little bit sick today, not gonna lie, not gonna give you TMI, but I have a bit of a funny tummy. I wonder if that's why. Can also just be one of those things, and I'm just one of those unlucky people. And I think it's just from, to be honest, I think it's probably from messing around with diets for so long. So many women have IBS, and I truly believe the reason that so many women have IBS, I think, you know, men have it too, but I don't know the statistics, but I imagine it's more common in women. I think it's because we just spend our entire life dieting and messing around with our food intake, and that messes up our digestion. So yeah, I'm actually really grateful that I've got such good digestion now, because I worked for so many years to fix those issues. So when I do have this kind of day where I feel a bit like, oh gosh, it does remind me how I used to like feel like this all the time. Maybe some of you who've been around for a while remember when I lived in Brighton and I had issues with my stomach, and I was, to be honest with you, I'd have every single day, whatever I ate. I ended up losing a bit of weight because I couldn't eat food, because everything I ate, my stomach would hurt. And I thought I had a gluten intolerance. It wasn't that. I thought I had like a soy intolerance. I couldn't figure it out. Went to a dietitian and she kind of basically said it's unlikely to be like an intolerance, because that's unlikely to just appear out of nowhere if you've not had issues before. It's more likely that it's a stress related response to something, and you just need to give it time and just heal your stomach and yeah, just recover. Like, you can just become ill like that sometimes. And she said just try and stick to the foods that don't upset your stomach. And interestingly, she also said that sometimes when you have those problems, eating too much fibre, especially because I'm vegan. She was like eating too many vegetables, and that was actually weirdly the thing that used to upset my stomach the most. If I'd have like a stir fry with lots of veg, I would be in agony. But I think it's because the volume of fibre was too much, so I had to like stick to a really plain diet for a while, which I hated because I love cooking. It sucked. So yeah, when you have like a day like last night and today where I feel funny, I'm reminded that I used to feel like this all the time, and I used to have naps every day in the afternoon because I had such fatigue that I couldn't not nap. I would literally fall asleep at the computer. Sad times. Anyway, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I'm feeling funny and I noticed my spots, but that's not the most happy way to start the day, but it is reality. I suppose when you vlog every day, these things come up, don't they? I'm just grateful that this isn't something that I have in my reality much anymore. But I probably won't be eating that particular burger again. I don't want to say this to put other people off this burger, because it's just probably my personal sensitivities. And I knew that. That's why I literally said, I've gone off for these things. Anyway, so I'm feeling a bit slow today. I was very tempted today, actually, because I just didn't feel good, to just be like, right, today I'm going to just say I've had the day off because I feel unwell. And then I thought, you know what, it's Vlogmas. Like, none of you are expecting perfection. None of you, and it's even in like a good practice for me to realise that things don't have to be perfect. And I did commit to it, so I want to follow it through. And I'm quite a determined person like that, so this video doesn't have to be perfect. It can be one of those. Alex also is feeling rotten. He's caught my cold that I had. I think I said that to you the other day, that I had a cold. But it only lasted a couple of days for me. It was actually fine in the end. It was one that all my family had, and I think I caught it from them. I felt rotten for like a day or two, and then I felt totally fine. So hopefully Alex has the same thing and he'll feel better tomorrow, but we're both feeling a bit sorry for ourselves today. I don't know what the plan is today. I kind of want to make my sticky toffee pudding because it's something I've wanted to share with all of you, because it's a new recipe. If you aren't looking at my website, because I know lots of you are probably just following along for Vlogmas, but we launched my new website in the summer, and ever since then we're uploading new recipes every single week, and then blog posts as and when, probably like 1 or 2 a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. And it's just a hub for everything. So if you ever watch me and you think, where's that recipe from, or how does she make that, go to my website, because likelihood is it's a recent recipe. We have so many Christmas recipes on there. We've got new roasted carrots with maple cinnamon butter. There's a roasted parmesan parsnip recipe. There's Brussels sprouts with pecans and cranberries, like roasted Brussels sprouts. There's the sticky toffee pudding, the ultimate roast potatoes, like my mum's recipe. And there's also recently, I just uploaded a roundup of all of my festive recipes. So if you want like a menu for Christmas, or some ideas for Christmas of what vegan main to have, what sides, Boxing Day treats, desserts, homemade gifts, we've done a whole roundup of, I think it's like 28 recipes that are perfect for Christmas time. So I'll leave that linked down below, so you can have a bit of a menu and have a bit of a browse and maybe start planning for Christmas. Or if you're not hosting Christmas, there's some things in there that you could bring if you're going to a family's house, like some festive treats or Boxing Day things. And also there's a new blog post all about homemade gifts. So that's specifically like homemade food gifts that you can make for family and friends, things like truffles and Florentines and tiffin. And I think that's one of the best gifts, to be honest, because every time I've done that in the past, I really want to do it this year. I feel like sometimes I run out of time because of Vlogmas, but I would like to make some nice homemade food gifts just for like some more of my extended family. Because I find that it just makes me really happy, like when I do that, when I'm able to like gift them like food presents. It feels very wholesome and very like, I don't know, I just feel like it means a lot to people that you've gone out your way to do that. I'll leave a link to subscribe to my newsletter, so you get a new newsletter every week. I don't spam you or anything. I just send you a newsletter every week, like a cute newsletter, just sharing the latest recipes that I've uploaded, maybe some ideas, and then like my latest blog posts, whatever's going on with me, that kind of stuff. Just like a nice little roundup for the week, so you can get all the info in one place. It's quite a nice place to just have everything. If you follow my content and you like what I talk about in my videos, and the recipes I make, and the the lifestyle stuff I share. Then there's things like I'll share if I'm doing like any home stuff or like any new blog posts. Like hopefully this week or next week we'll post the photos of the Christmas decorations this year, so you could save them maybe for next year, or you have them as like inspiration things you could pin on Pinterest. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that in case you weren't aware, if you've joined for Vlogmas or if you didn't know. The website is always being updated and it's always there for you to enjoy, and it's full of recipes. There's so many recipes on my website already because it's been around for a long time. And I used to always post them alongside my YouTube videos. When I used to do the kind of recipe videos on YouTube, I'd always post the recipes to my website back in the day. And I think I've had my website since like 2018. So yeah, but we've recently relaunched it and I'm so excited about the photography on there. It's gorgeous. Like my photographer, Ali, and my good friend is so talented, and I'm so happy with the photos. They look so gorgeous and it just makes me very happy. I'm gonna finish getting dressed. I don't want to get dressed, but I know I've said this to you before, that when you have a day like this where you feel a little bit ill, obviously if you're properly ill, just stay in bed. But if you're not like properly ill, like I'm not properly ill, I just feel a bit funny, it really does help to like get dressed and get on with your day as normal, because otherwise you can just feel quite rotten and then you're a bit like, well, that was a bit of a wasted day, wasn't it? Because I wasn't properly ill and I didn't really properly rest, but then I also properly didn't get anything done. So I haven't done a full makeup, I've done like a no makeup, and I'm gonna, what do I do with my hair today? Probably tie my hair up, and I need to do a bit of tidying. The house is a little bit messy because of Vlogmas. I'm just like, ugh, at the end of the day. So this room has some clothes on the floor I need to fold and put away. I haven't properly cleared the kitchen table from our shoot the other day, so I want to just do a bit of a house zhuzh. What are we going to do with this hair, hey? It's currently looking a little bit like Hermione's hair. That was a miraculous hairdo. How did I do that? I literally just pulled it through halfway and then just scrunched it and pinned it 3 ways. And it looks really nice. Sometimes you just have a lucky day like that. I'm not even gonna preen it at all because I'll probably ruin it. Very, very lucky. I really need to buy some hairspray though for this kind of hairstyle. This is the thing you don't do. If your hair looks good, don't fiddle with it, because now I'm fiddling with it, I don't like it anymore. Oh no, I've just fiddled with it too much and it's ruined it. Right, just do one. I've stopped fiddling with it because I'm just ruining it. But this has been sitting on my dressing table because I got gifted this before Vlogmas and I was like, I need to share that in Vlogmas, and then I've just left it here, and every time I've sat at this dressing table I've forgotten to show it to you. So this is a lovely gift from Home Country Co. It says rekindle the memory. So this is a beautiful candle and I put it back in its packaging because it's so gorgeous. So look at how this opens. So it opens up, and the box it came in had a gorgeous ribbon. It was so beautiful, but I'd already opened that so I couldn't go back on it. But it opens up to a gorgeous map of the UK. It smells incredible. It's a beautiful map of the UK. Basically, I think that they do different scents for different areas of Britain. So this is the Cornwall, and it is rock salt and driftwood. And it's so beautiful. It's so lovely as a scent. I'll link them below because they'll do probably your area if you're from the UK. I'm sure they'll have all the different areas for you to explore. It doesn't say here what the other ones are, but they've obviously got the Cornwall. Maybe it's every county or something. And they have a discount code, so if you wanted to get this as a gift for somebody, you can use the code Madeleine10 for 10% off until the 31st of December. So you could get it as a Christmas gift or just for yourself over the Christmas period. And they've got those beautiful wooden wicks, which is lovely. And I'm very excited to burn this later because it just looks beautiful. Like, how classy is that? I love a candle, and we had just kind of run out of candles, so gorgeous. Thank you so much for this. So I can now recycle this and enjoy this candle later on today, but I need to get dressed and I need to tidy up this dressing room. Right, here's the paint we got yesterday. So I want to open it up. My expensive dress, classic me. I feel like it's not going to really look like paint. I feel like it's going to look like a stain. It's going to be quite watery. Might need Alex to do this. I'm worried about it splashing all over myself. You're going to have to open this. I can't do it.
Ow! Oh, I hate these things.
Yeah, same. That's why I don't want to do it. You need something to mix it. Is there a stick somewhere?
Stick.
Yeah, that'll do.
There's a stick there. Are you really doing this? This is going to contaminate the entire paint.
What is it going to contaminate?
Because it's got shit all over it.
What shit? It's a stick.
I'll just get a stick inside. Don't take that one.
Alex hates me. I'm the type B person in the relationship. It's not really doing a very good job of mixing it. That doesn't look very forest green. That looks like sage green. Why is it so light? You see, like that's the colour on the front. It's like a dark. That's not forest green at all.
What's forest green even mean?
Well, if you look at the swatch on the front, it's like quite dark. This is quite light. Which, if it isn't right, we can give it back and be like, that's false advertising. Is it darker underneath at all? No, that's weird.
It's like jelly.
Unless it's the sort of thing that when you paint a couple of layers, it goes...
I mean, do the colours ever match what's on the front?
Yeah, but they had swatches in the shop, and forest green is dark. Like, if the name implies it's dark. Like, this, to me, looks like a sage green, not a forest green. Forest green...
Doesn't look sage.
Okay, well, it's not forest green. It's...
Well, maybe it'll go on darker.
If you look at the colour on the front of it, that's like a dark, it's like completely worlds apart.
I don't think I've ever seen paint like this.
Well, I think because it's kind of like a stain. It's weird, isn't it? Why is it like this?
Well, try it.
I've mixed it for quite a long time.
Maybe we need a proper mixer.
What does that mean, proper mixer?
Someone who knows what they're doing.
That's too much. Yeah, so it's meant to be like a bit of a stain rather than a paint. So it is quite dark actually when you do it like this.
Okay.
I'll just do this one pane here.
You're supposed to do 2 or 3, aren't you? So it'll get...
Either way, it's still a lovely green,
Still very
so
nice.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. I think probably by the time you do a couple of... Doesn't it not say though, just one coat is needed? Did I make that up?
I thought that was a different product. That's where it had like the measurements, like if you...
Oh, it's got paint all over the
It's
handle.
like two coats will do this amount of wood, 3 coats will do this amount.
For smooth planed wood, you'll need to put on 3 coats. If your wood is very weathered, you may need to put another coat on. Okay, so 3 coats, so that's why it's forest green. That's going to be fun. I quite like painting. It'll be quite satisfying. Susie! What's in here? Oh, you're getting up now. Good boy. Did you like that? He's like, where's the rest of them? I am now putting on the TV because I want to have an hour of just chilling. I've just tried uploading Vlogmas and I had a copyright claim because of you've missed it, but I inserted a few cute clips of us in the car singing along to the Wicked soundtrack, which I thought used to be fine on YouTube. Maybe one of the clips was a bit too long, but it used to be the case that you could include like background music as long as it was just like a short little clip. but it got copyrighted, so I'm trying to... There is a function to edit it on YouTube, but I'm just re-exporting it because it's taking forever. So while that's doing that, I'm going to watch The Ultimatum. Just started it on Netflix. It's really good. And Alex has just gone out to get some acrylic paint for my mum, and also just nipping to the shop quickly because I really want to paint some baubles. I did it before Vlogmas with my friends, and my friend kindly gave me some of the baubles that she has because she used to paint them a lot, and so she had quite a few of them. So she brought them around the other day, and I want to paint a few more because I thought I could do a few as gifts. I would quite like to make 2 for my nieces as gifts, especially because one of my nieces, it's her first Christmas, and that would be cute. Maybe make one for Alex. I'll have a little think. But let's pop this on.
He'll let you rub his belly, but he won't let you carry him anywhere.
He loves the belly rub. He loves his daddy.
That's a good one.
Someone asked about Zeus, and I'm filming on my phone because the camera's in the other room and I wanted to capture this cute moment, but someone asked about how we got Zeus. Zeus is...
in a barn.
No. Zeus is my family cat, so I've had him since I was... how old was I?
You were 16.
16.
Half your life.
So he's been around for half my life. And my parents, I feel like they were farm cats. That was always how we got cats. There'd be somebody locally who's like farm cat had too many kittens, and then they would be like, does anyone want cats because we've got too many? I think that's how we got them, unless they actually bought them, I don't remember. But we had Zeus and we had Coco, his sister. Unfortunately, Coco passed away when she was quite young, but by an accident that I don't want to talk about because it involved a dog. But Zeus, I remember when he was a kitten, he was just like this. He was extremely affectionate, and he would fall asleep by getting inside the duvet. This is the only way that he would sleep because I had them when they were kittens. I think this was when I was at college. He would get inside the duvet and insist on sleeping inside the duvet down by my legs for the warmth, and I would try and pick him out and put him on top of the duvet, and he'd crawl back under because I was worried about him not being able to breathe because he was so small, and I was worried about rolling over on top of him in the night, that kind of stuff. But he insisted, and then Coco would sleep on my face, on my shoulder. So I had one cat literally up by my face. Luckily, I'm the sort of sleeper who I tend to just fall asleep and stay in that position. And if at most I might change sides. But yeah, because I had the cats with me, that Coco would just sleep on my shoulder. And Zeus would sleep under the duvet. And the long and short of this chat is that when my parents moved house... Well, Zeus went missing for a year. If you watched the old vlogs back in the day, you'll remember that. Because when my parents adopted Willow tried to chase Zeus a lot, and so Zeus ran away. But we knew that Zeus was... He was around because my parents still fed him, but he refused to come in the house. And we think he lived next door in the barn, but they could never find him or get hold of him. And then when we moved back in, we made it our mission to get him. So every day I would go outside and look for him and try and coax him with food. And then when he was there, I would try and catch him. I don't remember how long it took us. I think it took us quite a while, didn't it? We were trying for...
Oh, I mean, sometimes we'd forget, or we wouldn't try every day.
No, but when we moved in, we were adamant we need to get Zeus back. And I was trying all the time.
Catch him when he came in for food, but he was sneaky.
Yeah, he's such a scaredy cat. I don't think you understand. He's terrified of other dogs and other people. Yeah. And I'm assuming I reckon maybe it is because of what happened with Coco and them, Zeus knowing those dogs or something. I don't know. But he's always been like that. And we made it our mission to find him and get him back. I don't remember how long it took us. Maybe it didn't take that long. Maybe it took a few weeks or a month or two. But we got him back, and then he lived with us in the annex because it was separate from the dogs. And he was happy little kitten. And then when we moved to Brighton, our family friend moved into the annex and she rented it, and she had Zeus. That was part of the package, and she was very happy. She fell in love with Zeus. And she was Zeus's foster parent for a while. When we moved back home, my parents moved out of my family home I grew up in, and we all kind of just decided that the house we moved into...
No, you still film?
I am. The house that we moved into... We're going to get to watch these while I chat away. The house that we moved into was more similar because it had a little garden, it was in a village, and it was a smaller cottage, and my parents moved into a smaller house that was on a road. Or was it because we were moving here and we knew we were moving here at that point? I think it was that.
Maybe.
I think it's because we knew we were moving here at that point.
Yeah.
And we knew this house is very isolated. That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I was going to say our old house isn't that far off of what they live in now.
The old house, we had to keep him inside.
We did. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we, at that point, were in the process of buying this house. So we knew we were going to be moving here. And this is very similar to my family home in that it's in the countryside with fields and not a busy road and very few neighbours. So Zeus can be outside and be safe. Not that he really goes anywhere. He just goes into the garden, the neighbour's garden. That's probably about it. He spends most of his time inside. And Frankie, of course. Frankie sadly passed away. Was it last summer? He had cancer and he passed away. But he was also 16, so he was 15.
Maybe. I think he's a bit older than two. He's like
a year older.
Up to a year
so
older.
He was 16. So yeah, that's why we decided to take the family cats, because obviously because of Willow and because Zeus would never settle in if they moved into a house that didn't have a separate area for him. They couldn't do it. And also because this home is just way more suitable for Zeus to feel comfortable because he is a bit of a scaredy cat.
Does he look funny when I breathe in and out?
Yeah. So that's the story of Zeus. And so we've had him... Well, he's my cat, essentially, and he always has been, but is a family cat in that he's kind of... Obviously, when I was at university, he wasn't with me.
How much his body and face can change shape if you do that. Or you can make him nice and tidy.
But he's the best cat ever, and he's so soppy and so loving and so sweet as a cat. And my friend, who doesn't like cats typically, she said, if I ever did get a cat, can you train him or her, because I want them to be just like Zeus. Because Zeus is so soppy. Not that I've trained Zeus to be that way. I think she was obviously joking around, but she was just like, can you mould him to be like Zeus? But Zeus is one of a kind. And we called him Zeus because it's the opposite of his character. So even when he was little, so this is why I believe that like pets, their personality really is determined immediately, because we named him Zeus from the get-go because he was so timid and shy. And I think that I thought it would be funny to name him like the opposite of what he really was, because obviously Zeus is a very strong Greek god.
Is that because of Hercules or just...
What?
Why did Zeus come to mind?
Because it's the opposite of what Zeus is like. Zeus is...
Why Zeus? Why is that your go-to?
Maybe because of her... I don't know. What do you mean? Because Zeus is known to be the god who's really strong and powerful. Isn't he the god of gods or something? Yeah. The father.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So Zeus was just such a scaredy cat from when he was little. He was just always hiding and like... He's just this little placid, silly cat who wanted to hide under the duvet. So I thought it'd be funny to call him Zeus. And then Coco was named Coco because she was just the ultimate princess. And I was obsessed with Coco Chanel. And she was just like the little princess, purry, attention-seeking cat. And I was like, these are the perfect way to sum up their personalities. Anyway, there's 10 minutes of me telling you about Zeus.
Wow.
Time for our little cosy question of the day. So that person also asked about how he got Roxy, so I'll link a video. about when we adopted her. So oh, sorry.
What did you do this time?
I'm very sorry. So, she's just as floppy. Look at this dog. We adopted her through Spaniel Aid. My friend fostered for Spaniel Aid. You're not in the video, hun.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, honey. Sorry, sweetheart.
The long and short of it, if you don't want to watch that other video, is that my sister and brother-in-law had got Reggie, a Cocker Spaniel. No.
Oh, just... I don't think she'd like it. It's lemon.
No. And we'd fallen in love with Reggie. He was adorable. And my friend knew this. And so she was fostering for Spaniel Aid, and she had Roxy.
Oh, Rusty the dog.
And she was like, this is your dog. And so we met Roxy and fell in love, and the rest is history. But yeah, we adopted her through Spaniel Aid. So go check out Spaniel Aid if you are, because lots of people ask about Roxy and her breed, and they've got, you know, other spaniels on there out for adoption. And we
Or
got
even
her.
if you just want to look at cute pictures of spaniels.
Yes, we had her since she was 4. Now she's 9, 10, 9,
Yeah.
9. But look at this dog. She's already flopped over. So, question. I've not even got my phone. Give it here. Just feeling your bum up.
I didn't say stop.
If you had to live somewhere else for 1 whole year, where would you live?
Next door. Keep it simple.
No!
And I could come and go as I pleased. All my stuff's here.
The way you answer. Well, you just want the least inconvenience possible. Just down the road.
Or Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace?
I'm just trying to think of a big place.
Don't be too loud. Some people with misophonia are going to hate the
I'll stop
sound
it.
of you
I'll
eating
stop
yogurt.
eating.
I just heard it and I was like, ooh. I feel like if I was to live... Oh, that's a really good question. I feel like I'd want to live somewhere like France, Spain or Italy so I could learn those languages. Maybe France because it's somewhere that's close, and I did technically learn French when I was younger, but I feel like in a year you could actually learn French.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many beautiful places in France. And I do have like a long life dream of owning a like villa in France that
Whereabouts? Whereabouts?
Well, I don't know. But where all of our family could go, like you had like a holiday home where all your family and friends can just go to in the summers, and you can just get the ferry from Plymouth across to France. Maybe a villa somewhere in like, not completely North France, but somewhere a little bit further down, so it'd be a little bit warmer than the UK, but somewhere that you could drive to, you know, get the ferry and drive to, and it wouldn't take longer than like a day.
Or that had its own airstrip that you could fly your plane.
No, I
to.
just hate flying with a passion, so it's not
Would
great
you
for the
hate it
environment.
more if it was your own plane? Like
Yes,
a
I
little
just don't like flying,
biplane or
and
something?
it's so bad for the environment. I don't like it. So, and it's quite difficult being from Cornwall to get places because Newquay doesn't really fly many places. And yeah, I just love the idea of having like a ferry that you could get to easily.
Okay.
But that's not the answer to the question. I would live in France. That's where I'd live for a year if I could.
But where?
Well, I don't really know. I'd have to do more research about where would be suitable
But
to
for
live.
this hypothetical question.
I don't know. Provence.
Okay, there we go. That's all I had to be. And I would live in the house from my neighbour Totoro.
Oh, that's a good answer.
So I won that round.
Look at this
I don't know where that is
Do
in
you see
Japan,
this
but it
dog?
looks nice.
Can you please move the camera and show her face when I'm doing this? 'Cause it's very good.
Also, all her paws are together.
I know. Well, first show her paws. And then look at her face. Do you hear the noises? This is why she is the way she is, because I do this to her every day. I just give her massages. You've said to me that you don't do this, but I do this constantly with her. I just sit and massage her. And then when my parents look after her when we're away, my mum's always like, Roxy is so needy. I'm like, it's probably because I just do this in the evenings. I find it really relaxing. Look at the lovingly looking at me. I'll just sit and massage her shoulders and You're just a very
She likes
happy
her
dog.
joints being
She does
rubbed.
love the shoulders here being done. Her teeth. So I feel like this is the first vlog of Vlogmas that's been a disaster, a bit of a failure. And I'm really frustrated that that's happened because
You all caught up?
Huh?
You all caught up?
Yes, I ate the melon with some raspberries.
Oh.
So I feel really frustrated because I had like Vlogmas plan. Is there one missing? You can have to say.
that one.
You can have that one.
It says no missing out, and you're missing out.
Keep on interrupting myself. What was I saying?
That this is a bad vlog and you're a bad vlogger.
Yeah, because I had Vlogmas planned out with like things like crafting and baking and cooking. There are also other things that as vloggers or people who share their lives online, you can't share everything online. So there's other things sometimes that take up time and energy. So today I just had all these plans. I had so many things on my list and I've obviously been sharing lots of recipes on my website that I want to share with you. And today I just felt quite sick this morning and I think that it's probably catching up on me, Vlogmas. So today...
I'm also a bit sick. Not as bad as you, but I...
No, you're worse than me.
Really?
Because you've got like that horrible cold.
Oh, I couldn't breathe during dinner because
I just had like a stomach issue today.
my nose was blocked. I was trying to eat and I had to stop eating.
But yeah, I'm sorry that today is not the best vlog and we'll come back better tomorrow. Hopefully, I think we're going to do what I eat in a day tomorrow. Now my stomach's feeling a bit better.
A bit more planned.
Yeah. It's just, there's always a couple of vlogs in Vlogmas which don't go to plan because you don't want to do what you've set out to do.
Yeah.
And that's fine. So we've got a fun weekend ahead, so don't leave us now. Keep watching.
It's all uphill from here.
This is the little croissant I've got in my look. She's so folded.
Oh my god, this is what she does in bed as well.
She's just a croissant.
She'll get under the sheets like this. Right?
Why is she like this?
What is going on?
Poppy, you're folded over yourself. She's going to start playing around
Also,
now.
she was like this when we first adopted her, remember?
Yeah. Yes.
I remember being so surprised that this is how she behaved.
Yes, she's always been quite floppy. Though she did have a period of time where I definitely think she was depressed because she slept all the time and she was quite growly. But I think that was because she was probably mourning her old family. Weren't you? I think she's fine now.
Do you need the toilet?
Right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Leave a question for us and leave a dog emoji for Bobby. Her name is Roxy. I just call her Bobby or Bob or Chicken or lots of other names that come and go. Squidge, Squishy, Bam Bom Beam Bam.
It's kind of endless, isn't it?
It is. Foxy Roxy.
Foxy Roxy.
Rosalind.
Rosalind, yeah.
Rosie.
Rohit.
Rob. Bob.
Robalob.
Robalob. Flobalob.
Robalob. Flobalob Bobby. What did we call her? I've forgotten. No, there was a funny one that I've forgotten.
What?
Dang it.
I do have a list on my phone of the names because I thought it was funny. See if I can find it.
No, I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of Timothy.
Baby Bubbins. You used to call her Baby Bubbins.
I do still do that.
Poochin.
Poochie. I do call her Poochie, yeah.
Poochini.
Poochie.
Chicky.
Poochie Wawa.
Bobinda.
Bobinda. I was thinking
I've got this written down. Roxy became Rosie, which became Robbie, which became Robbie Roo, then Bobby, and then Bob, and also Bobbined, Baby Bubbins, Bobinda. And now I just call her Chicken.
Chicken, yeah, you do.
I think I was writing that out to share on my Instagram story because I had quite a few people being like, wait, I thought her name was Bobby. Is she Roxy?
The thing I was thinking of was Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong.
I call him Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong.
That's because
I don't know
didn't
why.
Florence Pugh say that about him or someone, and there was a video that went viral about it?
I thought that all by myself.
No, that was a thing.
I did. I thought it was like years ago.
No, you didn't.
I did.
It was a thing years ago.
I did. I caught. Okay, then two people can have the same independent thought.
No, this was the thing just millennials say about him because when he
Okay,
was...
but I don't watch TikTok. I don't watch Florence
but-
Pugh interviews.
Alex, that is not you coming up with that.
I'm not accepting that. No,
If anything, no, okay, if anything, I probably said it and then you thought that was funny and then you said it and you have no idea where it came from.
Why would you say it? You have no sense of humour.
Because I would
You
have
could not
known
think
about
of something
it.
that funny on your
No,
own.
I didn't think of it. I saw it on the internet and said it, and then you said it afterwards. Because I used to say it a lot because I found it really
I
funny.
don't know.
100%. We're going to have to find the original clip. I swear it's a thing that Florence Pugh said, or someone said. I swear it's Florence Pugh. I'm going to have to find it now, just to confirm.
Dear. You smell quite nice.
You'd met Timothy Chalamet before this, hadn't you?
Oh God, I had met him about a year previous, and I loved his surname Chalamet. And every time I read it as Shalamala Bing Bong.
See? I knew it.
And I said, Shamalama Ding Dong.
And I said in my head, I was like, Timothy Shalamala Bing Bong.
Right, when was this?
Towards him.
Well, I don't know, because this could have been
Official Graham
uploaded.
Norton.
Yeah, but they re-upload stuff all the time.
Well, sometimes they do it when it comes out.
100%.
I've been saying it since before Dune 1.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Right.
And it's also because I call M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong the same thing.
Okay.
So I have a long and storied history of this.
Okay.
As Florence Pugh said it a couple of years ago, so I win.
Okay, goodbye from little Roxy Bobbalibba Bong Bong. Look at her. She's just... You are ridiculous. You are the most ridiculous dog.
You can't get me.
Oh, you got a scratch in her face. Right, good night.
Good night.